You can see I've drilled some holes and put some pins through it so we can hook it to the flagpole in different places. That took nothing to tune. Let's see if we can find any POTAs. Pole. Just a pole. Really. That's all it is. It's just a pole that I stuck up in the air, and it's electrically conductive. So, how's it going, guys? Find me out here down in a very public park. There's not a whole lot here. Try to play a little bit of radio today. I have used this antenna before. I made this. I'm going to set it up two different ways today. I'm going to set it up as a vertical. I'm going to set it up as a sloper, so I can show you guys how I do both of these. Now, on the vertical antenna, I was playing around with it when I first made it, because I was speaking with my dad about how to build an antenna and what long and what kind of materials to make it out of. And I was explaining to him that my mast was an aluminum pole, and I said it was about 30 feet at the time. I remeasured it as 23 feet. Well, I can now go a lot further than that. I can get up into pretty close to 30 now, after doing a few changes, but I don't want to do it that high because it gets a little weak. That piece there is part of a flagpole. That, as you can tell, is just an aluminum painter's pole. This, you can see I've drilled some holes and put some pins through it so we can hook it to the flagpole in different places. And I drilled some holes in the painter's pole, you can see there. And all these aluminum poles, all it is a pool skimmer without the skimmer piece. Well, I seem to have lost my insulator, so now I'm going to make one. Don't be a litter bug. Well, guess what? I found my old insulator. So we'll just use the old insulator. So here's the magic. This, I don't know if you can see it all the way up. I'll show you a little bit later. But it's just a pole sitting in the air. These are my counter boys. This one, this one, over in this direction. And we'll go in this direction. There we go. This all streaked out. So I know it looks kind of cheesy, but it's up there. So here's what we're doing. We've got a 1-to-1 balun going off on 4 different counterpoise, all for about 8 foot or so long. And it just ties in to the pole with a little self tapper right there. Let's just tighten that up. Yep, that's good. Tight enough. Tools left over from my mechanic days. I'm going to show you, oh yeah, there's a TLT 9800. How I'm going to hook this up. That one stays back here pretty permanently. Goes to that antenna up there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yep, there it is. That antenna there. Yes, I need to clean my panel, I know. Charges this battery, but we're sitting at 13.2 volts right now. So it's charging. So I can turn this on. Are we in repeat mode right now? We were in cross repeat mode, okay. Apparently nobody's talking right now. Not on my favorite repeaters though, so we'll just turn you off. And we'll hook up the G90. So I've got this cable I made out of a set of jumper cables. Just go over to my solar battery there. And this is a cable that my dad made that I just kind of hooked into the set of jumper cables. It's to run the ICOM 7200, but he put power poles on it. And when I bought my G90 used, it already had hooked up for power poles. So just plug her in. Redneck choke. So let's set up and see how the bands are doing today. Well, sorry about that, guys. Apparently I wasn't recording. So I've got preamp is turned off. We don't want the key on right now. Let's go tune off. Let's take a look at the SWR. I personally think that's a pretty flat SWR right down there at 1.1 to 1. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, and we can tune it. That took nothing to tune. Let's see if we can find any POTAs. Log in, brings you in here, right? Sign in. I have it all saved to my phone. So right now I'm on, I've got it set to 20 meter band on phone. So you can change that, you can come down 10 meter. There's 9 people on 10 meter on the phone. You can just scroll up. Those are all the people on 10 meters right now. Let's go back to 20 meters. And there's a lot of people on 20 meters. So let's go find some and make some contacts. 14325. Says there's somebody there supposed to be out of Washington. And guess what?
Whiskey 6, India Kilo Echo. You are 4444 in Southern California, QSL.
Copy the 44 and Bishop Cal. Appreciate the contact this morning, 73.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate the park and your activation. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Whiskey 6, India Kilo Echo.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
Echo November, come back.
Kilo 7, Sierra, Echo November.
Familiar call time. Good morning, it's, you got a 5-8 to Kilo 5576.
QSL, good morning, Mark. You're also 5 and 9, Arizona. Doing a great job. 73, have a great activation.
Thank you, 73. Bravo, Kilo 905, 6 and 2, Kilo 5576 in Washington, over.
Well, let's see. Two.
Another day, go ahead.
7 5.
I'll get it right over.
Okay, Bob, thanks much. I appreciate the call. You're a 5-9 here into Apache Junction, Arizona. We're at Park Kilo 1061, over. Okay, 73, thanks for the call.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
Okay, you're 5-7 Bill, here in Apache Junction, Arizona, at Park Kilo 1061, over. Okay, 73, appreciate your call. This is November 0, Uniform Charlie, calling CQ POTA the 6.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
Station here at the Apache Junction, Arizona area, calling CQ.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
November 7, Sierra Victor, India. November 7, Sierra Victor, India, is that correct? That is correct. The name is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. And I got you 5-7 in Sun Valley, Idaho. Okay, appreciate that. Sun Valley. Well, it's Sun Valley down here today too. We're set down here. It's about 70 degrees and sunny. So like a place I'd rather be. It was 4 degrees here at my house this morning when I got up, but then it dropped down to 3. So it's probably up to 20 by now. I haven't checked recently. Sitting in the sun down there would be a lot warmer than sitting in the sun here. November 0, Uniform Charlie, November 7, Sierra Victor, India. Okay, real good. Yeah, little weed-getter just ran across the front of the car here. He's busy looking for scraps, I think. Anyway, you have a great day. Thanks much for giving me a call. I always appreciate it. Love you, treat. All right, 73. Hey, I need your park number. Is it 1061? Yeah, I'm sorry. Kilo 1061, the Lost Dutchman State Park here in Apache Junction, Arizona. Oh, very interesting. There's a fellow up at, let's see, 18140. It's N1 Uniform Whiskey. He's also activating that same park right now. I just talked to him a few minutes ago. Yeah, he's my buddy. We both come from up in St. Paul, Minnesota. And he's now living down here in Tucson. He came up to meet me halfway, and we met halfway at this park so we could do a little POTA activation together. Over. All right. Well, see, the ham radio is a great hobby, man. You guys have some fun. This is N7 SVI, and I'll be clear. Okay, well, thanks much for contacting both Frank and I, and we see 70 trees. This is November 0 Uniform, Charlie. Calling CQ POTA listing.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
Okay, copied November 6, Whiskey Hotel.
That is correct. I've got you a 5-7 into Central California.
I've got you a 5859 here in Apache Junction, over.
Roger, thank you much. 7-3.
Roger, 73. Thanks for the call.
That's how you do a POTA. I'm not doing POTA activation. I'm doing POTA hunting right now. So that's kind of how you do it. I just bring up my phone, look, see where they're where they're broadcasting at, and go over there and try to talk to them. So I think I'm going to sit here and play around for a little bit longer and try to get some more contacts.
Charlie 7, Delta Tango Radio. Kilo Foxtrot 7, Uniform Charlie Kilo. Kilo Foxtrot 7, Echo Uniform Whiskey. Roger, I have you about a 5555 into Utah, Uniform Tango.
Copy the 55 into Utah. You are 10 over into Southwest Washington.
So Roger. Well, thank you for the activation. Hope you have a wonderful day up there. It's 73s to you.
73. CQ Parks in the air. Kilo 7, November 8, CQ POTA.
November 6, Whiskey Hotel. Roger, you are a 5-5 into Central California.
Actually 5-5 in California. Have a good day,
73.
73. CQ Parks in the air. Kilo 7, November 8,
Okay, thank you for the 5-9. You're 5-8 in New York State. Do you know you're happy, sir?
Okay, thanks for Jefferson County and good luck with your parks on the air. 7-6.
It's down to the extra stuff.
Thank you, Richard. You're also about not everybody to show up. So look at the pass. There is one bull watch, and that's about it. You take care. Nothing heard here. Thanks a lot, my friend. Catch you next week. This is Whiskey 3 Echo November 0 after this control. Whiskey Bravo 5, India Mike Taylor, Wednesday, come on, take us in.
So you saw me make contacts on this pole. Just a pole. Really. That's all it is. It's just a pole that I stuck up in the air, and it's electrically conductive. So now I'm going to try and set up my 41-foot sloper, and we'll see how that goes. So this is the antenna. I'll show you when it's all set up. Take the painter pole out. Add the piece of so you saw how I had this short. Watch this. There's my 23-foot pole. I have this orange cord, this orange paracord stretched out, and you see this knot right there. That knot is what I consider how I like my sloper angle to be. So from this point to my other point over there, I don't know how long it is, but that's what I have found to be the best distance for setting up my 41-foot sloper between the ends. So I'm gonna set it up and you'll see how it goes. What's up with the brick? All right, so there's my antenna. So the brick, here's my antenna base, or my, well, a umbrella holder, and there's where the brick goes. So here at the top of the pole, I just have a pulley. So there's the top of my mast. There's the top of the flagpole. I'm about even with the top of the flagpole. So I have to say, I'm doing pretty good. Here we have the end. It's just crimped on there. It isn't getting into the wire. It's not electrically connected. This goes up to there. So I'm gonna hoist it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the wire going up to the mast. But in the places where it can possibly be seen, so people can see it so they don't run into it, because that wire is orange, but it gives you kind of a optical illusion on where it is. You don't really see it too well, so I put those on there so you can see it. So let's go see how this antenna does on the air. Well, I'm gonna have to retune it, that's for sure.
CQ20, CQ20.
Let's take the tune off. Let's just take a look at what this one looks like. It's 1.5 to 1 pretty much all the way across. So let's tune it. That took a little bit longer to tune, didn't it? That's because this is a random wire and the other one's a vertical. Well, the vertical's cut pretty close. That vertical's set pretty close to resonant, and the 41-foot, this is non-resonant on any band, or supposedly. So we're still on 20 meters. Let's go take a look for some more POTA. So if you can't tell, that vertical is a heck of a lot more sensitive than this 41-footer. right on top of a POTA guy. That's messed up. He's supposed to be on voice.
Still a 5-9. Just realized a little while ago I haven't worked you on my new call sign. I've had it for a year now. Okay, 5-9 both ways, and Whiskey 0 Kilo Tango back to that. One good. Alright, you got you back there. That's good. Yeah, those balls.
So if you can't tell, the vertical works a lot better for me. After playing with that antenna for a little while, I still haven't made any contacts with this 41 footer out here today. Now on my 17.5 foot vertical, that one I got a couple of contacts. I could have made some more, but I wanted to see how this one would do. Well, that 17 foot 5-inch vertical just blows this 41 foot sloper right out of the water. The 17 foot is way more sensitive. I hear a lot more than I do with this 41 footer. And I'm higher in the air with the 41 footer. Seriously, I'm much higher in the air. I do not understand. They all say height is might. Well, not so much. Not so much in this situation, because my lower 17 foot antenna is vertical, just straight up. I can hear more and I can make better contacts with it. Well, I get better signal reports with that antenna on my G90. I did change it up a little bit so I didn't have to pound something into the ground. So I took that fishing pole rod holder out. I just set this up. All it is this little tripod that I used to set up my antenna on. They used to make the base of my mast out of this. Now I make it out of that. So a little bit has changed since I started. Experiment. Try to get it right. If not, internal tuner. That's what does it for me. All right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go, and hope you have a good afternoon or evening or morning, wherever we may find you today. So this is what is this? Wes and D Land and Sea signing off for the day. Have a good one. This is November 6th, Whiskey Hotel, 73.